Hey guys, in this video we're going to learn the reduce function in Python. The reduce function can be quite useful actually, although a lot of people try to avoid it and use for loops or other means of basically iterating over sequences or iterable. The reduce function takes a binary function f of x and y, a sequence s, and a starting value, let's say a0. What it does is it applies the function f to the starting value of the sequence. Let's call it maybe the first element, let's call it s of 0, and the initial value or the starting value that we give it. So it applies it to those two values and then gets a result. After that, in the next step, it gets the result that it gets and uses it to apply the same function to that result and the second value of the sequence. After that, it gets a result, it takes the result and uses it to apply the same function using that result and the third value of the sequence, and so on and so forth until it reaches the end of the sequence and it gets in the end one result. So this is what this explanation is saying, and it returns a single result or number. Let's have a look at this simple function here called add. We pass add two values, x and y, or two variables, and here I try to print out the values as we loop through the iterable, or the list, so we can see the results. And then I say here return x and y. Needless to say that you can actually use a lambda function if you wish. So let's do that. And in Python 3, that's what I'm using at the moment, Python 3.5. The reduce function is inside func tools. So we just do from func tools import reduce, and let's say we have a simple list of 1, 2, 3 all the way up to 10. So remember we said the reduce function takes three variables, a function that takes two variables, so binary function or for a function that takes two variables, an iterable or sequence, that's my list, and this is the initial value. If I run that, then you should see the results here. Basically it takes the first element, the initial value, which is x, and the first element of the list y equals 1 here, adds them, the result is 1. Then it takes that result, it becomes x, and then the next value of the list is 2, adds them, you get 3. Then the next value of x becomes 3, and y now is 3, this element of the list, and so on and so forth until we get the sum of the list. Here I use a simple, although not very highly recommended, way to concatenate strings. So let's say we have a list of strings that we'd like to concatenate. Then what I do here is simple string concatenation, concat string xy, return x plus y, and then I use reduce, concat string. This is the function that I've prepared here. It takes two variables, x and y. My list, notice I have space after this. This is a, we have spaces here and then a string, and then the initial value is an empty string. I run that, I get this is a string, and then here I do the same thing but now using a lambda function. So lambda x and y, just x plus y, this is a string, and we get the exact same result. Nice and easy. I hope it makes sense. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.